Side of Lions here for the Dire, we've got Disruptor. That's going to be Handsken playing that. Apemother will be going on the Viper. They have been building up that mechanism on that hero. Thank you for the pings. This is enjoyable. Sealkid on the Vengeful Spirit supporting. Era going to be carrying up on that Phantom Assassin. And Legion Commander, jonassomfan or something. Why did I invite a Swede? I don't know. One of you can pick who introduces Secret. Have at it.
Go for it, Giovanna. Go for it.
Do it. We're gonna have ex-Navi captain, TI winner Puppey playing the support bottom. Right now sitting at the top room together with BigDaddy No Tail on the Kunkka. He's got boots first. We have S4 on the Midnight Stalker. KuroKy in the bottom lane, gonna be playing the Ember Spirit. And finally, Misery on the offlane Batrider.
Very well done. And he'll go boots first on the Batrider. We got also boots on BigDaddy No Tail support, maybe making up for the range on this X mark.
It looks like Team Lions is going to get neither of the bounty runes right now.
And how important do you think that is with the change to the runes?
I think it's pretty huge, to be honest. I think you have to try to get one, at least. Well, let's see.
I think you should probably, if you know you can secure one rune, depending on your bid hero, you should probably...
Gosh, there we see it already. The X mark into the arrow. Era's in trouble. He's going to skill up Blink, and that felt like a really long one. Even with the napalm, he's able to turn and blink out. He'll south up, so they force out a lot of regen. Sealkid, though, with 5 napalm stacks, you are not living through this. They're going to keep chasing. There's not a lot to do here. They're actually going to try to line up another arrow on this X mark, and look at that combination. BigDaddy No Tail, he put Elder Titan support on the map. Kunkka, the next for his achievements, I guess, as a support player.
That's really good here.
That was really cute. I mean, Lions got the bounty rune at top, but it didn't matter because they lost so much for that.
They even got Blink Strike on the PA now, so the bot is pretty safe.
Yeah, Apemother's going to be in trouble as well. Creep's kind of blocking that X mark, but they'll just get around the other side of it, bring it back, and the arrow from Puppey. That's faith in a teammate right there. They know Puppey will keep attacking, and that's an easy 3-0 start here for Secret.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah. Really important that Misery skill up napalm there, and didn't just skill Firefly in the base like you usually do.
Yeah.
Holding it, get the skills otherwise.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Normally, Batriders go up there pretty quick and burn all the trees down.
We see him taking care of that now that he's level 2.
Yeah.
What do we make of this bottom lane? Legion versus Ember Spirit.
Ember should win it because it's in the safe lane. I'm pretty sure. Especially if he gets a little bit of support. You see the Legion right now? She's really scared because she doesn't know where to support her.
Yeah, I would be scared too. He's already killed everyone else on his team. He doesn't want to be next.
Yeah, there's really no way to know where they are. They're going to be roaming around every lane this game for these two.
Just a little bit similar to a thing. I don't know who did it the first, but it was a thing in Heroes of New Earth where you would pick Kunkka and Sven, and you would go the Tor and X mark build, and you would just roam the entire game. And there wasn't a lot you could do about it.
Yep.
So it was a little bit of a revival of that.
Puppey trying to control those runes, landed a nice 5-second arrow right onto the Legion, who is up to level 3. And KuroKy up to level 4. I feel like the lane gets pretty scary when KuroKy's got Flame Guard. One more point in Flame Guard, or even one more point in Searing Chains, and you've got some kill potential, and I'm not sure Legion has much to do here.
Yeah, once he gets Fire Remnant, that's when it really gets frightening for the Legion commander.
I'm gonna try to go on him here, I think. When this buff runs out.
Now we'll see No Tail. Okay. We can highlight the range and see how small it is on rank 1, but well, somehow cast that. Arrow coming from downtown will connect, and look at that synergy. This is quite the combo. Now the Flame Guard coming through, and they'll the Searing Chains even at the last second. So really utilizing the full duration of the Sacred Arrow, and another easy kill there for Secret, showing why they're one of the best.
I just noticed another thing that changed about the X. It's 4 seconds at every level now.
Yeah.
Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's the reason they're really running this, because if you had a 1 second X, this would never work.
Yeah, also the reason they took the range off, right?
Yeah.
Like, they had to balance it out a little bit.
Looks like Misery's had enough of top lane and be heading to the jungle.
It's pretty standard from Batriders, isn't it?
I'm actually surprised it is pretty standard. I'm surprised the Secret supports didn't stack it once or twice. They might have
they tried stacking the middle hard camp here, but he didn't really make it.
Oh, okay.
And they did spend like a 45 seconds going back to base after killing Mint, so...
It's like
Believe
Misery's
that's
gonna
why.
get that bottle up already, so he's gonna probably stack it for himself, just because using Napalm and Firefly for only one camp at level 2 is like really, really inefficient.
Yeah.
Doesn't do
Puppey's
any
gonna
damage to neutral creeps anymore.
Yeah. You need like what, 8
Oh, it
stacks
does
of
half,
Napalm now?
I think. So...
At least he's able to get the bottle though. He only found level 2, but I guess found some gold. I don't know if he maybe got a bounty rune for his troubles. Was involved obviously in the first couple kills. And actually, did he maybe even get the first blood? He does have a kill.
He got the second one.
Okay.
That sentry's just out of range. Do you see that? The one Puppey just dropped. Unfortunate.
Oh yeah, okay. I was like, where's even the Dire Ward? There, it's up right there. And as they walk by that, obviously you're going to waste some time, but look at BigDaddy No-Tail. He's like, hey, just diving in tower casually with his invis, doesn't matter. He's going to take some hits, but there's the X-Torrent. And he will go down, actually. The overwhelming odds from the Legion brings him down. And now Apemother going to go on to the Batrider. Batrider trying to get back to the high ground in this gank, mainly because of that great ward and awkward sentry placement. Lions come out ahead there, and 4 heroes involved in those, so some good golden experience to all.
Yeah, Team Secret just didn't realize that ward was up. It's really unfortunate. It was kind of a disaster.
You're gonna go back and watch that and like, we should have placed that a couple of pixels to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like you can definitely just put it here and you'll still cover
Yeah.
like the,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
those new ward spots.
I guess they wanted... I don't actually... No, that's actually... Yeah, it should be more here.
Yeah, so that's what I would think. And I'm so glad this tree is back. We just take a time to look at that.
The Christmas tree?
Yeah, everyone was pretty upset.
It
they
should
got
actually
removed.
have been like one of these trees, I think.
The pine trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, some lights on it. At least they put the presents. Misery's maybe in some trouble. No, okay, Arrow will back off. Only 1 point of the Phantom Strike, so it's still that 14-second cooldown, and he's farming well, the best on the map. He did take... Oh no, he did actually survive narrowly. He almost went down for the first blood, but 38 CS on the PA. We look over at the Ember Spirit at 33 and 13. He's really bullied out the Legion, who got himself involved in a kill, but is 16 and 0, so about getting doubled here on the last hits.
Interesting skill build from KuroKy taking the Sleight of Fist on level 7. I don't see that very often.
Yeah, maybe just extra gap closing without having to use a remnant or something. Misery's in some trouble. He's going to die to the poison of Apemother. For right now, poison is better than fire. As he'll take, what is his second death? He's 1, 2, and 1. And up to...
Yeah, kind of a slow
3?
start.
So
Luckily, he has some stacks.
He doesn't. But I'm trying to think of why KuroKy got this point in Sleight of Fist.
Maybe trying to dodge Venge stun or
Yeah.
something like that.
Maybe you can dodge guns with it.
Possible. I'm not
And if that's the case, like it's fifth game.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm diving.
We haven't actually really even seen much of Disruptor except for that very early. Oh, here's he comes in. He'll TPN, he'll throw back the glimpse, and he'll die immediately. And now S4, he's rotated off that middle lane. See him trying to deal with jonassomfan. Only level 5, so there's no duel right here. He's dealing with 3 people, actually 4 people in the tree line. And he's going to be brought down no problem. Ember Spirit pushes up to level 7. S4 at 6. He falls a little bit behind the Viper in experience as he makes this rotation. But the treads are up, and we can look at Crippling Fear there. That silence, the chance to miss. Only a 50 mana cost these days.
It's really good body block by S4 there in the trees here. Where you stood so the LC can run past him.
Oh, and LC, speaking of that, in some trouble. We'll press the attack to get off the Searing Chains. So, I mean, it's a pretty survivable hero that does really well in most 1v1s, but Ember maybe a bit better. Arrow will even connect before the X mark is taken, which means a little bit less of a stun, but I don't think it's going to matter. Apemother's going to throw out a Viper Strike because why not? He'll maybe try to get the kill here on BigDaddy No-Tail, but no, not even that. He lives with about 84.
So I guess the only saving grace for Lions is that Era is free farming right now. They don't have much else going for them in this game, to be
What do you
honest.
think about it, Dota?
Tequila, that is the de facto standard.
Look at KuroKy, 1v3 down here. If he took that Remnant, I think he cleans up the supports, but he's going to get dueled on now. He will take the Remnant. It wasn't quite enough. Misery coming over. Another chains onto 2. KuroKy going to start to run away. Arrow will just miss Era as he was coming in for the TP. But they get out there, and KuroKy 1v3'd and found himself a kill and an assist.
That's the power member. And the power of KuroKy, not to mention.
I think it's more the power of the Disruptor being level 3 and having no damage.
Yeah, that's true. Searing Chains
That
like
too,
gets him
but-
to half HP.
Maybe LC got unlucky on her procs too. I didn't really see what was going on.
Yeah, it is only 60% chance, so.
This is really weird. KuroKy took another point in Sleight of Fist here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't actually know the reasoning for it, but I'm gonna trust KuroKy here.
Getting another point in Soon Chase would bring it up to 3 seconds. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? KuroKy knows.
I mean, yeah, he's obviously better than me.
And most people. Era, though, he ain't giving up. He's farming well. He does fall behind as that lead last hitter of creeps, but he will bring down S4 up in the top lane. And now Apemother realizes that S4 is up top and also now dead for 20 seconds, so he'll go in and try to find the kill there on No-Tail. But if he drops, this trade's not really worth it. KuroKy's getting himself up another kill. And I like the idea. I mean, you've got 3 points in Corrosive Skin, so if the stun is used, you try to TP, but there's no chance he does.
I think Ember's one of those heroes where you should start rotating around the 10-minute mark, because you're just so powerful in fights if you have a level advantage in the enemy heroes. So I like what KuroKy's doing here.
It's one of those heroes that can easily TP and turn a gank.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you just go by farming, and once your TP's up again, you can rejoin them.
Putting a lot of emphasis on the top rune secret roll up with 3. They'll grab the illusion, and down bottom, jonassomfan will pick up the bounty. Whoa there.
Whoa.
Whoa there. You know, the mic breathing, Javano.
Oh, my bad, sorry.
Get it together. Misery's almost got his
Misery's
blink
gonna
dagger. Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be pretty important.
I mean, do you jump on the Legion, or do you think you look for someone else?
You can jump on whoever you want, because honestly, Venge isn't 6 yet, so, I mean,
Well, there's press the attack
they're gonna
as
get
well.
kills with this. That's true. I guess you could.
Or maybe wait for Legion to duel and then go on someone else, like Era, because if Era or Apemother get out of hand in a fight, I can still see them doing some damage, get themselves back in this game. Maybe
Yeah, someone can over.
secret stand next to a ward and then try to counter afterwards or something. That happened once, maybe it happens again. Apemother needs to go back. Yeah, there's a press the attack, a torn, everything gonna miss. And like we talked about, press the attack will not do the X mark. But Misery is going to fall, so the unveiling of the Blink Dagger does not quite work out, and that's the reason for the Legion pick right there. Here comes the Torrent, and the arrow is not even going to be needed. Puppey's actually at the bottom rune spawn. KuroKy thinking about going in for some more, gets that Sleight of Fist damage out. He's also finished up his phase and his drums on that Ember.
He's a farm little Ember spirit.
He really is.
Gonna be coming back to the mid lane shortly. I think they're gonna go for this tower, for sure.
Looks like Arrow might want a tower as well. He pulls out
He's refilling S4's
the Aquila.
bottle.
Did they do the TP in trick?
Yeah.
Except with a remnant, I guess. He took the remnant and then...
Yep.
I feel like that almost needs taken out of the game, but...
I think that's key.
I like it.
You've
I
got
like
the
it.
communication for it, I suppose. Not like it's
That's another
difficult.
element of team play.
Yeah.
The KuroKy has 4 points in Sleight, 2 points in Flame Guard. Oh, he missed the combo there. He missed the Searing Chains.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Sleight of Fist, I guess he's expecting to get to the big right-click items or something. There's maybe not that much magic damage, so he's not too worried about the Flame Guard for the chase down. Also, it's a nice long-range initiation when they're going to have this vision control because they have Night Stalker, right? Like, well,
Yeah,
Lions isn't
I
going to
guess-
see anything coming.
It allows for like a different kind of early game playstyle from Ember, I guess. Staying in the back rather than being up front.
No fight,
it's not.
PA.
They're going to pop the drum charge, and they're going to bring back No-Tail. It's a pretty big commitment, but
Or
alright.
just a little Kunkka. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome back to Sentries. The supports have done well to buy them, but unfortunately those supports are still only level 5, and KuroKy at 10 will have no problem bringing him down, and will zip his way out of here, trying not to get dueled. He'll go up to the high ground. That was pretty smart. Now he'll just TP out because they can't do anything about that.
Venge was really late on the wave there.
Was it
I got it
on
on
CD?
cooldown. I checked
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
So
Man,
that's
that was
unfortunate.
cute. I gotta say, like, not many players would think to do that, but KuroKy showing his experience here.
Why he's on Team Secret?
Yeah,
Why
and
not?
a core position, right? I mean, he hasn't been doing that long in the grand scheme of things.
He did say that when he joined Secret that he wanted to play core.
Yeah.
He has played sports.
Alright, there is the last one. Apemother. This time the Legion is not around because she's already been killed. Searing Chain's gonna land and nicely done. They clean up everything. KuroKy now involved in 9 kills, so he's starting his early rotations with some great farm. He's up to another 1,000 gold, and they're about to bring down a tower.
We have a lot of momentum at this point.
I feel like I
It's
haven't
really hard
seen...
to defend towers for Alliance if they get a pick like that.
All they really have is the overwhelming odds. They can't really...
I mean, Wave does pretty good. But
I mean, where's their damage?
Yeah.
Like, they don't have any.
yeah, you don't have a lot of AoE damage.
They would if they had a bit more farm or like a bit more of an advantage in the early game, but
I mean, PA really the only damage dealer, and I guess overwhelming odds is okay, and Viper does his, I guess, over time. KuroKy, oh my gosh, the X mark back into the torrent, no tail, playing like a boss. Unfortunately, he will go down to that only damage dealer, Era, and that's pretty nice here for the line. Sealkid will even live. Era gonna get a couple of those kills. I think Viper got one. That forces people back.
yeah, really well done by Handsken there, catching Kuro in the static storm.
It's one of Ember's main weaknesses, the silences. Because he doesn't like getting BKB or Manta that much.
Yeah, what do you think of the Maelstrom choice for the Night Stalker?
I'm not sure why he did that, but
I've seen it a lot lately on Night Stalkers. Guess it does kind of make sense. It gives you a lot of damage. Maelstrom's a pretty good item.
Lets you
it's
become
one of the
a
highest,
pusher.
the highest DPS for its cost. But
I mean, if you have to transition into a late game, it's also good. So
yeah, I suppose. I mean, I don't have any problems with it. I just don't know why exactly he picked it up.
yeah. Usually you want Armlet, right? As a more standard build, like Armlet,
Yeah,
Armlet
something
BKB,
like that. Yeah.
and Armlet isn't really favored anymore. So
Although it did get a buff, didn't it? Or they reduced the price or something.
I've just thrown that item in the
I will
garbage
check.
can. Not cared.
Fair enough.
Maybe should take a look at it again.
Recipe cost reduced from 600 to 500. I don't know if 100 gold is what's bringing that item back.
Probably not.
Unless maybe you start with the first bounty rune and you're like, you know what? Maybe I'll get an armlet. We saw Era build it up on a Huskar. Like, still definitely a Huskar item.
A little wraparound lines, of course, here. See what they can do with that.
Yeah, they can find KuroKy first. The glimpse is available right now. They put the Thunderstrike on BigDaddy No Tail, and there's a silence. It doesn't really do a whole lot, and everyone's standing in that boat. It lands on 2, and now there's also that Coco run, but is it going to be enough? The duel comes out onto Misery, and okay, yeah, it's a draw. They kill him slightly afterwards, but that's what you mentioned, Jabana, on the draft. Like, you can't win the duels once the rum has been applied.
That's the only reason alive, but or in Era, I didn't create until the duel was over.
Yeah, it didn't get damage, which means 0 damage for this Legion commander.
Arrow hits, but
I want to look at just the vision
actually.
that they have right here. Like, they can't see anything as they try to fight into the darkness. Like, KuroKy is almost out of line of sight. Like, this is pretty unreal. And now to flip back to daytime, so you can see the difference.
I think Kuro has a really good grasp on how to use his remnants. He's getting out of some really sticky situations here. Consistently.
Pretty necessary though to be a good Ember player today. If you're gonna play the core role or the mid role.
Ember's back to farming. He's going straight for a BKB. I mean, how do you feel being a core player, Corey, going that BKB first on a hero like Phantom Assassin?
I mean, it never feels good, but some games it is necessary. And it's probably necessary this game, to be honest.
Yeah, still got to watch out for the lasso, but press the attack. Can you actually use press the attack through spell immunity, even if it's an ally?
I don't think so.
Let me check.
Yeah, I don't think so
That
either.
paragraph in the 6.83 notes. So I do hear some fighting bottom. This probably will be okay.
Oops, actually. Oh, he got X'd out of it.
That
Wow.
was really cute.
That was
Yeah.
very well done by Dota.
Press the attack was not added to that list. It was X marks the spot, Magnus Empower, Living Armor, and Warlock Shadow Word that will go through spell immunity on allies. Alright, lasso up onto the bench. Bench level 6 with a 17 target to pick, but what do you know? Legion Commander right behind that with the press the attack. This Batrider Misery going to be having a really miserable time, as he's probably going to fall once more. And there's the duel. This time it will be a victory. No problem. So the first bit of damage for jonassomfan, he gets 10. And it's 14-12. Lions trailing by 2. And this is a big game for them. Like, they don't want to take a loss. If Lions take a loss, then they're going to, I think, be tied up with Empire here in the standings for Starladder 11. And you want to be in the top 4 so that you can move on, obviously, for that LAN event.
Is it just top 4 from EU? Or
I
is there
think. I don't even think there's a
bracket?
bracket afterwards. It's just the top 4 from the round robin. And as it stands, it's Hellraisers 11-4, Secrets 10-2, I guess 10-3 as they forfeited against Empire. Lions are 9-2, and Power Rangers are 8-3, along with Empire now being, I think, either 8-3 or 9-3 as that forfeits against Secret, or the default win against Secret. Which edged out Na'Vi, but they've still got a lot of games to play. They've only played 9 of their 15, and Na'Vi is 7-2.
It's interesting that Misery went for the Boots of Travels before stuff. Okay, as far as just dead again. The power of the crits.
Also, daytime kind of hurts that hero.
Two canceled TPs as well. Secret are just kind of...
They're still hesitant about pushing this tower, though.
The boat.
Okay.
Like, you never know where the boat is in the trees.
Yeah, well, the boat alone is going to do it.
That's true.
But I was going to say that, like, if Misery had a Force Staff there,
Yeah.
like, Legion Commander wouldn't be able to get these press the attacks off. So I'm not sure why he opted to skip it in favor of those travels.
Well, Legion might be able to get her off now. She shows up with the blink to also put the silence, the static storm, and the duel there. So some more damage for jonassomfan's Legion as he jumps on Puppey with the newly acquired blink and wins another duel. Also, the BKB finished up for Era.
Gonna be pretty powerful.
Yeah, Era is like not the best damage, but he's 4-0 on 4. He's involved in 8 kills. That's more than half for the entire team. Now with this spell immunity, who does he jump on? You think he just goes for Ember, or?
Yeah, if you can catch the Ember in a stun or a silence, PA can just tear them apart. And to be honest, like, the Secret heroes don't have much against the PA. Like, they don't have any natural MKB carriers. Like,
They can give her
once he
mischance
pops that
at
BKB,
least.
what do they do to him? What do they do to the PA once he pops his BKB?
Only
They
got
can't
his
do much.
lasso. To Pierce BKB. They can always cancel that.
This game is evening out quite nicely for Lions, to be honest.
We expect equilibrium on Golden. Lions is actually at 3,000 experience advantage, which isn't an incredible amount at 21, but they've definitely brought it back. We saw, like, this game was maybe going to get out of hand at the start. It was, what, 4-0? At least 3-0.
For years.
Despite Kuro having such a great start too, his farm is kind of stagnated. Like, you'd like to have Battle Fury by now, for sure. The 22-minute mark.
Yeah, he fought a lot, so only 108 last hits at 22 minutes for a safe lane that was pretty much no contest.
They're gonna try to pick him off here, I think.
Yeah, Gordon's was down, so most likely.
Oh, swap is swapped.
Yeah, he's just dead.
So the draft for Lions really starts to come together. Like, they pick pretty smart, I think. The easy pickoffs, they can bring back the Ember a few remnants away as long as it's somewhat close to the Disruptor's glimpse. They've got the swap, the silence, and everything to get out those lassos. And actually up top, the jonassomfan starts this duel off pretty low. There's going to be another winner. That's 38 damage now for the Legion, who had a pretty rough start to this game.
Kind of surprising.
It's really well, 2 lanes.
I'm not sure what exactly they did to, like, start winning these fights and picking off the Secret players, but I don't know, maybe it's just Secret kind of being fragmented and
Having played a lot
Well,
of
they
Dota.
got their levels up on the Disruptor, so they got the Static Storm. And now they have the Blink on the LC. And Era's probably a bit more bold with his BKB now, so they're just more confident, I think, taking these engagements.
yeah, I just feel like Secret are splitting up too much, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe.
That swap came online too, which has been pretty big.
Yeah. They have 2 counters to the Batrider lasso, which is really good. Because otherwise you can just go on the guy, counter your lasso, but now you can't.
I haven't really noticed this Night Stalker pick working out. I mean, I guess early on it kind of helped. I mean, it can't even be that early on, right? So not until like the 5-minute mark in that first nighttime does the vision get reduced a little bit.
it's kind of fallen off. And
Yeah.
we're going to see a Roche from Lions here. And I think it's going to be straight up Roche for tier 1.
That's worth it, right? That's all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, random question. This is to Javon. How do you actually say lion in Swedish?
Leon.
So is that not...
Well,
it's not spelled
actually,
like that, obviously?
The actual animal lion is called Leon. But their team name is saying that, but with an American accent.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be like lions.
Yeah.
Alright, not to be confused with alliance, because it does sound like that half the time you say it. I saw a lot of comments like, is he saying alliance? Like, I guess technically I kind of am, but it's the lions.
Almost, yeah.
Era, his life made easier with the bounty rune. He's got an Aegis now as well, so even if this
Also
life isn't
Basher.
too easy, he'll have another.
Basher's a big pickup.
Drops a TP for it, but I don't think the split push is really a problem. Like, Ember is not killing towers yet. Doesn't even have that Battle Fury, and that's a pretty bad sign. He's 200 gold from it right now. KuroKy on Ember's Battle Fury.
Once he gets that though, he's gonna pick up a lot. And he can easily stumble out of control with just one good fight.
If he doesn't die instantly to the PA and the Edge Disruptor combo, as we've seen in the past. It's really
He's
hard.
gonna have to be on point with his X marks the spot shenanigans.
Yeah.
Well, he certainly was already in this game. I don't think we've seen it in a long time. Puppey's still shooting out another arrow. That'll give him some information. Just making
course,
Arrow
nothing
think
bad.
twice about moving across the river to land a torrent, but nothing's happening. I think it's just going to be a slow game and farming up on this Ember Spirit. But you got to be worried, right? Like, looking at this PA, nothing on this team really counters her.
They even have the Axe online and the Blade Mail on LC now. So they have pretty much all their core items.
Yeah, that Viper is really going to hurt. There's also a wraparound. Era is actually the one leading the charge. They're going to throw out that Stifling Dagger right onto the Ember. The Searing Chains go out, but now the BKB to break through, and oh, he's trying to get away. Is there going to be a glimpse back on him? I'm not sure. The boat's coming in. There's a swap. And Era's trying to do what he can with this 10-second BKB. He wants to at least kill somebody. The rest of the team hasn't really shown up yet. JonassomFan's got a blink and a duel if he can just find somebody. He wants to blink before he hits the fire, but he can't quite make the high ground. It was a pretty good attempt. And they might still just keep going for this. The dagger going to land on Kuro. So they get the, oh, the glimpse went off too early. I think KuroKy does go back to that remnant, and we see the PA is going to fall. So Arrow using that Aegis up. So
They
that's,
tried so hard to kill Kuro there.
they really did.
An entire fight. Even, like, PA almost blew him up instantly, and then he jumped to a fire remnant, got glimpsed back, and jumped to another fire remnant. Like,
You got X out of the glimpse actually.
Okay, oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, then I think he remnants off on him.
Alright,
Oh, well done.
as well. Sealkid's in a little bit of trouble. Most of Lions, actually all of Lions got out from that. Oh my gosh, but Era jumps in, and forget about getting out. They're just committed to this fight now. Era full HP. BKB coming off cooldown in 10 seconds. That's a pretty nice torrent from No Tail. I think it keeps some allies alive. There's also the Moonlight Shadow went out before Puppey died. JonassomFan going to work on that tower. Crippling Fear being a little bit annoying. The tower is going to be going down, and of course that physical damage from Nether Toxin does actually help push towers down pretty quickly. Also the mech Ags and 1600. Doesn't look like the fighting is over yet. Handsken is showing up like, hey, I'm a lonely Disruptor, but
This game went pretty quickly from Lions not really being able to take fights to Sacred not being able to take fights. I think if I know too.
yeah, that's how I was in trouble. No way he gets out of this. It's going to be another easy kill for Era. Era is godlike right now.
What can you do to that PA?
Nothing, man. This hero is really good.
Just gonna farm up a little. Try to avoid fights, but you're gonna have to give up your other towers.
So PA is going to have Abyssal and 600 gold.
I mean, problem is you have a Night Stalker with a Maelstrom and an Ogre Club.
Yeah,
It's
like,
just like, that doesn't, that
it's
really doesn't
a
do anything.
creep with lightning procs.
It does help with farm at this point though.
I mean, I think that's why he bought it, right? Game was going smooth. He's like, oh, just farm
Yeah.
lanes, farm stacks, push out things quickly. But really has done nothing.
The farm has just stagnated so heavily.
And the cooldown on Darkness is still really big. It's like 2 minutes at rank 2, 50 seconds of uptime, and you generally just use it in the day now.
That is a minute less of a day though.
Yeah.
Seems like a little less.
I don't think it's done enough though for him to pick.
No. Oh yeah. It might.
Sealkid doesn't even go down here.
I mean, even if Sealkid does go down first, like
It doesn't really matter.
he's maxed out the Vengeance aura, it's gonna still hurt Secret.
Exactly.
That's worse. Gonna find a nice stack here up top.
So PA should have Abyssal in the next fight, and they're just gonna try to blow up the Ember Spirit instantly, and I think they can.
They have two ways to initiate on him. To like, if he pre-clicks the Abyssal on the Ember, like the glimpse on the swap, just instantly
Yeah.
sets him, kills him.
It's really gonna come down to the X marks, to be honest.
Yeah, if it's already on KuroKy and then you can pull him away from being Abyssal, then I think you've done pretty well and you can turn the fight around, but that's going to take some serious coordination.
It's so hard.
And Secret will also have to be the team making the move if they're going to need that preemptive X mark. If they get jumped on or smoked, things will be...
It's gonna be near impossible for Notel to get it.
Yeah.
I wonder what item he's going for with this Ring of Region.
Force?
Yeah, I would think it's Force, but it could also be Mech. I guess. I don't know. It's probably Force stuff.
Yeah, I think Force is the correct choice here.
30 minutes.
Did
of
S4
the
just
match.
I'm
ult?
trying to save KuroKy.
Yeah, he did.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it Knight?
Maybe he ults because does it flip over to 30? I don't even know. I feel like if it flips over 32, right?
Well, it still affects the enemy vision too.
Oh,
Yeah, it does.
okay, that's probably why I did it then. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not up to date on that hero.
You're no
Read
S4.
your patch notes, guys. Come on.
Lions are doing a really good job sticking together here. They don't want to get picked off, but as Night Stalker, Batrider, Ember Spirit.
Good old 5-man.
Yeah.
5-man smoke too.
And if we look at the vision, this seems like such a bad time to smoke. 'Cause you're in darkness, your smoke breaks. Even smoking at nighttime is frowned upon, and I'm actually just going from their vision. So we see the minimap, they see nobody. Now popping up on a ward, but look at that. Actually, no one is around. So this works out, and as I say, they shouldn't be doing it. It happens to work, but you gotta agree with me, right? Like smoking during darkness seems somewhat risky.
I mean, it's questionable. It's somewhat risky, but it paid off. So
You should always do the unexpected though.
There you go.
That's
it's all fun games.
Living life on the edge.
He's playing really dangerous up here.
Yeah.
Speaking of that,
You know, I was just taking that advice, dude.
So that's where they're like really close to the enemy heroes, but just out of range, I guess.
farming the enemy jungle.
KuroKy, he might go down here.
Is he too
Doesn't
greedy
run
here?
Yeah, yes. Wow.
Gets a little lucky on Arrow with like those 2 crits for over 1,000, but
That's gonna happen.
yeah, that's pretty much all. It's 100% chance.
It's better that it happens now than in 20 minutes.
I mean, you can't expect the PA not
I just assume it's 100% of the time, and I try to stay away
to.
from
You should
it.
always assume.
And you will never hit her either, so don't chase. Oh,
All right.
He just blinks out of that. That wasn't even a press the attack. He just expects it. He's conditioned. Pavlovian bat. Gonna go down, but that puts out a lot of negative damage onto Secret. A nice static storm there by some time now, so he takes an arrow to the face. And he's the press the attack he's supposed to get people out of. That arrow jumps right on, and the sentries will go down. Blocking the camp in the process. Puppey trying to finish up support on support battle. Look at that crit! From like 800 units away.
Era's too ham, man.
Yeah.
There's nothing they can do.
I didn't expect this at all from Lions, but they're proving to be very, very, very good at doing what
The
they do.
Swedish powerhouse, man.
We've been in
It's
need
Lions.
of another one, haven't we?
Are we?
It's kind of weird that there's only one Swedish powerhouse. Like, they were the best for a long time, but there's only one of them. Perhaps a new era.
There's been other Swedes though. Yeah.
True. Just not a full
Side,
Swedish
Twilight
team.
Dawn.
Not a full Swedish team, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I was a traitor anyways, right?
Yeah.
He's an American. Let's be
He's a
real.
cool
He's
kid.
more American than me. To be honest.
Well, you're Korean, so...
Half.
KuroKy actually gets picked off by the Legion Commander. Alone.
It's just a hard game, though.
88 damage
Yeah.
now for that Legion.
And like, even if Kuro had these items at 25 minutes, you know, like, it wouldn't be able to...
No item keeps him alive now.
Yeah. Just gonna get bashed. Glimpsed.
And we can see that Kuro's upset. Take a look at that. Era could... No, he's fine.
Oh, he doesn't have Missile Blade. He's going with Refresher. Straight up Refresher, I think.
Wait, who? Era?
No, it's probably...
No, it's probably Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen the Refresher Abyssal Blade a lot, so...
But it's not...
Maybe it's a casual Battle Fury.
It actually could be.
It actually could be.
It might, yeah. I'm kind of leaning towards that. It's not like it really... the Lincolns, I feel like 100% shuts down anything that Secret can do. Like, they're already 80% shut down with this swap and press the attack, but...
It's a safe item. I'm an advocate of Lincolns.
Yeah.
Why
I
not?
love that C scene.
Yeah.
I seem to like it.
It's a great item.
Would you say you invented the item?
I wouldn't say that.
I'm gonna go that far. Are there any items that you've invented?
Nice frog, man.
The 6 Midas Necro.
BKB on jonassomfan. I don't know why he popped that.
That
Must have been
that was
like,
an accident, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a little too
Yeah.
hyped right now. They're like, we're gonna beat Secret.
You should tweet at him.
I would be too. I might make that mistake. I don't blame that guy.
I mean, sometimes, especially if you use like Alt Q, W for your items, it's really easy.
Yeah.
If you're not using Legacy keys,
if
obviously.
you're Han Trap.
Well, Legacy is the objectively superior. way
Of
to
course
play,
it's better,
so-
guys. Like,
I wouldn't say that, Corey. People have pretty strong.
Well,
opinions.
some people have that opinion. Not saying I necessarily do.
Some people have pretty strong opinions about that.
Yeah.
You don't want to make enemies, do you?
Exactly.
people are entitled to their opinions. It's fine. Although they're wrong.
KuroKy might die here. If they find us, no, they're not gonna find us.
Well, maybe if Handsken actually didn't Thunderstrike a creep, they'd keep that vision. Because he could have then went for the glimpse, but a little bit of a
He jumped
misclick.
before.
Also, yeah, I think he just disappeared
Shut
and then
up.
he clicked the creep actually.
What's gonna be the link is up here? She has it.
Puppey.
Yeah, blue gold.
Can he be pulling off the bait here in the big? 8 people comes for the kill, and he'll BKB that up, and now he just S4 like, I'm out! This hero, not that great. At least not
Actually
having a
incredible.
big effect this game.
Like I thought they were gonna kill Apemother for sure, but nothing doing, man. They don't do any damage.
I think they just found out about the BKB there, as I know I just found out about it.
Yeah.
And 3 BKBs on Lions. We've got 1 on 8, 1 on Arrow, of course, and 1 on Handsken that he pops
KuroKy's just
accidentally, and Arrow just jumps in and says goodbye to the Ember Spirit. Now S4, who has already forced the TP, so that's on cooldown. He does have to pop Darkness, so we'll look at Lions. They don't see much. I love that they implemented this feature, by the way, for broadcasters. Now it's true Fog of War when you switch.
Misery was just hanging out in the dire jungle for no reason. And here he's gonna buy back and try to help out his team.
Gonna have to do a lot. Apemother will be lassoed up, and now the boat's gonna come through and land, but jonassomfan's got a double damage and he wants to duel somebody. Doesn't even bother to press the attack his boy Apemother, so Ape's gonna go down. He's probably like, come on. But now the BKB turn around and wants to go for this duel. Blink Dagger on 3 seconds here for the Legion, and looks like Vengeful Spirit finds the kill onto the Batrider. And another nice team fight here for the Lions. 1 for 2 and a buyback on the Bat.
PA still has his Aegis as well. So
It is the Lincoln.
he can do whatever he wants. He has free reign.
So Abyssal Blade's up again.
He's had free reign. He's 15-0.
Yep.
But he could actually just kill Ember Spirit every time he sees him, and he doesn't have to be afraid of much.
Nope. Lincoln's and BKB.
How do you feel when you play the core in this game, Corey?
When you play the core,
Yeah, when you're the Ember Spirit in this game.
when I'm the Ember,
Yeah.
I mean, I would say the game is over. If I was the Ember, I'd be really mad. But it's not over yet. They get that godlike streak.
Yeah, that's true. That's gonna help a lot.
Yeah, he's
But
not
Here we go, here we
yeah,
go.
there's a 2-shot on your quarter. Now how do you feel?
Arrow's just toying with him, man. It's actually pretty hilarious.
Oh my gosh, Ags as well on Disruptor. I don't know, man. I don't know if Secret can bring this back. I mean, they are Team Secret. They're one of the best in the world. Obviously going through some roster shuffle. Playing a lot of games. They've been playing Dota Pit. I think they played like 3 or 4, maybe even more than that games today. I think they won most of them. I'm not sure the
They
result.
played
of
at
their
least
last
4
series.
against VP.
Yeah. I'll look them up here.
Seem a bit uncoordinated, to be honest. Like they were doing a really great job for the first like 10 to 15 minutes, and then everything sort of fell apart. The Misery's just not had a good game.
They
To be honest, he's been-
better.
I mean, I'm not discrediting Lions at all. I'm just saying that Secret didn't look
Yeah.
to be on their A game.
Except for like the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, they look
That was like
Puppey was
pretty
4-0
sick.
and 4 or something.
There were some highlight clips to be had, I think.
Did the AC norm Legion better?
It's gonna be really hard. Like
Helping out his PA.
before, they were really scared of the PA, but now there's an AoE Doom on the Disruptor.
It is actually AoE Doom now,
Yeah,
too.
we do.
It's not the same duration, but it's an AoE Doom.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Which means no BKB for Night Stalker to just run away with, because I think that's all he's used it for, unfortunately, for S4. I really wanted to see big things from this hero, but it's not this game. And he's in trouble. It is darkness, so actually Apemother can't see a thing. But... how did they... oh, that was a D-ward. I was like, how do they actually see Puppey over there?
Oh, they're just trying to find farm now, avoid the fights, but I don't really know what Lion's waiting for.
They're grouping up. They're
Yeah,
at the
they-
bottom. I'm not sure when the Aegis expires. I think it has to be somewhat soon. So they're gonna
yeah.
force it. Yeah, right now.
Yeah, 30 seconds, right?
It's actually
Oh.
no, it's actually gone
Oh.
right now.
Oh, maybe they were just waiting for that.
Other
Yeah, they
Midnight
would have
Shadow.
liked to make use of that, but
Honestly, I don't know what he's gonna do with this.
So what is like,
Mix the creeps mid and keep out.
yeah,
Yep.
no, this is just trying to hope for
Right.
something. And look at this smoke, this big wraparound by 3. They're going to find out S4, even without the vision, the overwhelming odds of BKB, but the duel is here. The right clicks are really strong right now. That's
Shit.
oh my god, 140 base, 202 green damage for the Legion, 106 coming from dual victories.
Plus the AC.
I mean this Legion is a huge problem now too. It's not just the PA.
Exactly.
This guy, he's quickly becoming one of my favorite offlane players. He played Axe like exceptionally well in the last game that we saw. He's doing well on the Legion here. It's fun to watch.
He was pretty good in Hunt, if I remember correctly, too.
Ah, you're just saying that because you're Swedish.
No?
Yes.
I'm not, actually. I'm pretty sure he's pretty good. I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
I was never in that scene. I think I'm proud to say that, but I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with Hon players. Look at PPD inside.
Oh, they're gonna fight Puppey.
It's Ralph.
Puppey's gonna run.
Yeah.
He gets
there it
one
is.
shot!
Yeah.
Oh, era.
We've got some trivia there, right? You were on a team with all of those aforementioned Han players.
Indeed, I was.
Who was,
What a
it
great
was,
team
was it Enzo that was the fifth?
And so was the last player, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not one of the more prolific Hon players, but still a great player.
He was on with the other team for a while.
Yeah.
Before it was, what, Stay Green or?
No, what were they called? Dream Destroyers, were they called?
Oh, right, yeah. Forgot about that. Was like the before complexity game. Right?
Yeah.
Now, let's be real, no one cares about the amateur NAC.
Yeah,
It's like,
That's-
LC's gonna win on the Batrider. Oh, he gets
Oh,
killed
he
by
just-
the Kunkka. LC still gets the
Still
damage.
gets the
though.
damage,
So that's,
yeah.
that's all that matters at this point.
I don't think it's big that much, just the fact that he dies.
Down for a minute.
It's already so
Did he
big.
have a buyback timers? That could be nice to get that out of the way now, but does he even have money for
I don't think he
buyback?
did.
Still on cooldown, so he might have had a buyback.
Oh, yeah, he probably did, actually.
So Misery is gonna be going for the E-Blade here to try to like save whoever the PA goes on, I think. Which is it's
It would
good.
make sense.
You wouldn't expect it the first time.
There's a double damage room bottom.
Could be big.
So
If PA
game
gets
winning
that,
room.
everyone's going to die.
They might just be, well, Viper picked it up, I guess.
Well, they're just gonna farm the Asians women, I guess.
So not the game winning rune.
Still
A lot of
yeah.
Asians here though, wow. I think they
That's
just
cute.
wait on Roche and then go for that high ground push. I mean, the high ground defense is like the last chance for Seeker to get back into this, as they
I
are
don't know.
20,000 gold behind, 30,000 experience behind. That's
They go the
big.
critical number spread though. And that can do big things.
And also, like,
They're pretty
a
fucked.
100 second X marks the spot. So the high ground defense is definitely online. But if they get the
So he
stick
doesn't
off,
die as he tries to do that. Just random PA killing him.
He still has no survivability, to be honest.
Can you even build survivability?
there, yeah, there's nothing to give you.
No, you can't,
Lincoln,
really.
maybe.
You
Lincoln's
gotta
from a
build
support.
damage to fight.
But even if you had these items at the 30-minute mark, would it have done much? I don't know.
Well, they're gonna pick up Misery.
Not a winner this time, though.
A common theme
Mm.
this game.
Poor guy. I mean,
He has died 12 times.
what did we expect though? Batrider versus Legion and Venge? Like, I would have left if this was a pub, you know?
Let's be back again.
Oh, that bash and that crit. 1341. Trying to get up to the 1437 crits. Apemother in some trouble as he gets a little overzealous trying to go up into the fountain, taking a look at the effigies.
He really wanted that kill on S4. I don't know if that's worth it. It might be worth it, to be honest, because it forced the buyback as well. But he's done for a long time.
Yeah, they can do Rush without him. And a Secret Dunk contest in the next minute. Lions are going to be right back at that bottom lane, and now that there won't be the buyback available.
Who do you think takes the Aegis as Stalker? Do you think the PA still takes it?
PA. Still PA, for sure.
Why? Why the PA over the Viper?
Well, I don't think the Viper needs Aegis or Cheese. I mean, honestly, it's interchangeable between the LC and PA at this point. They both need to be in the front lines. It doesn't really matter who takes what.
I think I'd like to see Legion with the Aegis.
I wouldn't mind that either.
Like, odds are
PA has
you're 17 and 0
Legion.
PA. Although, if she does go down, she gives up a lot. So maybe there's some reason to
That's
put
true.
the
That's
Aegis
another
onto
reason.
PA.
The Aegis on PA. Exactly.
She picked up a Yasha just now. Is that a slashing Yasha? Or is it not a Manta?
It'll be Manta, I believe.
What's the Manta? Is it for the NS silence?
And that's silence, I suppose, yeah. You can Manta
Searing
dodge
chains,
shit
maybe?
too. You can Manta dodge arrows and
Yeah, okay.
stuff like that.
You can
And
Manta.
it's more pushing as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't be
Do
just
you Manta dodge X?
No.
no. I don't
Are you
think
sure?
so.
Positive.
Well, I'm not sure, but
I mean, if you click it the exact like frame, but he goes.
well, how often should we do that?
Yeah,
I'm just wondering if
pretty
it's
sure
possible.
Yules is like one of the only things. If you put yourself into Yules,
I'm not even sure. Like,
I'm not even sure that works. Yeah, I don't. Nothing is supposed to, but maybe some things do. Like if the items or abilities that put you in the invulnerability state, or in, I don't think that's the phrase they use.
Well, then you can dodge X with Sleight of Fist at least.
Yeah, and I think you think Morphling can maybe do it with Waveform because that technically like takes you off the map.
Yeah.
I think Puppey's gonna work. He's actually gonna get his before Misery gets his.
Well, Misery has died 12 times, and
That's really
you tend to not
unfortunate.
get a lot of farm when you.
What
die
happens
12
if you
times.
Sleight of Fist while you're in Ghost form?
Nothing, I think.
Yeah, you could not attack.
What? No, there goes that.
Orbital
Yeah.
damage.
142 now.
It's a lot of damage.
They
And
do put the
cheese.
cheese on Legion. Yeah.
It just
Yeah,
sounds. Yeah, it just up here. So this jumps.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters.
They've got the gem too, so they're really just trying to push that full map control. The E-Blades come out maybe just in time for this defense. That could make the difference.
Misery's not gonna have
Let's see what we
his.
can do. I mean, let's see. It's the final stand, really.
There's no
Arrow.
buybacks on NS or Bat.
That Linkus is not going to help you against the arrow, and already that Puppey has more fused. So Arrow's getting pretty low. The bell, there it is. He's going to actually pull an illusion, and that is not good. Now KuroKy's going to go down. He'll be forced to buy back here. And you see the Ghost form up on the Batrider. I think Puppey threw one out as well, but didn't do much. jonassomfan now running in, looking for that duel. Arrows like, whatever. Oh my gosh, the arrows have been on point for Puppey as per usual. Sealkid will go for the save, even they don't want to have to drop the Aegis yet. Throw back more Helium. There's the urn from Handsken. That'll get Arrow a little bit more. We do have the armor of the Vlads, but there's no lifesteal or armor coming from, from the AC, but there's no Vlads where Arrow could like maybe hit a neutral and be back at full HP. But he's done pretty well with the attacks and urn charges. And now take two.
Oh.
Great push up. Okay.
Not a great static storm, or I guess the force staff just outplays it a little bit. So that's a pretty good add-on cooldown. The ability to pull down with that axe. The bow gonna come in, land on 2, maybe 3. Could have even been more. Putting the rum out. Good kinetic field. They'll get down that range racks. Jumping in with the duel. That's onto KuroKy. When your other 2 core heroes can just kill your Ember instantly, it's not really a good sign. He's got no buyback. He's down for 100. And now the glimpse onto S4, not going to allow him to run away. And the GG comes out from S4. And while Secrets, I mean, they played a lot of games today. So maybe they're just a little tired. The communication is lacking. But I don't want to take this away from Lions. I think they're one of the best up-and-coming teams in Europe right now.
Definitely.
Really really
Very
are.
impressed.
So that puts Lions up to 10-2. So they're second right now. Hellraisers and Lions are first and second in the Starladder round robin standing. Secret, I think, goes to 10-4, which, having taken that default loss against Ember